everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about how to see the sexuality of a person, how passionate one is in the bed, or what is the drive of a person. Okay, so let's get started. But before that, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe my channel. It motivates me to create more such videos. And if you find it helpful, don't forget to like, comment and share so that I get to know you are finding my videos helpful, you're resonating with it. If you've already subscribed, thank you so very much. Alright, so let's begin. Now, sexuality first of all has nothing to do with age or looks. Okay, you can be old and be kind of busy. You can be young and be asexual. You can be beautiful and have a low sex drive, and you can be ugly and have a high sex drive. Some people don't feel the spark or are as passionate, um, basically turned on by the appearance of someone, okay, who is hot and sexy, while the other person may get carried away and feel it in the moment because that person's heart desires something else. Okay, so different people, different experiences, maturity, thoughts, nature and desires. So it has got nothing to do with age and looks or personality, but it has got to do with a person's thoughts and experiences. Thoughts, because whether that person has sexual interest or not, whether he or she is interested in sexual intimacy, or whether someone can control the urges that separates a gentleman from a rapist or an abuser. And experiences, because whether the person has lost the interest in relationships, or has too many traumatic experiences or bad experiences, or one has spiritual experiences and interests. So it varies, but it depends on thoughts and experiences and sexual health as well. Now, Venus is not lust, okay, it is love. Remember this. There's a difference between the two. Pleasure is a part of love and not love. And sexual pleasure is not next to godliness or spirituality, okay? Please stay away from such kind of nonsense, okay? That is not something. See, 12th house shows both spirituality and bed pleasures. Doesn't mean that both are the same, okay? They're two different things. In the modern arena, just because everything is attached to looks and physical pleasures and bed pleasures, okay, and personality, appearance, the exterior, so it doesn't mean that we should buy it, okay, in another name. Not every trend is worth buying, okay. The 12th is Vyaya Bhava, which means you lose something, okay. It's a house where you lose something, okay. In sexual pleasure, one loses dhatu, which is sperm or ova. It's basically a fluid that helps our body and essential for well-being. Ever wondered why brahmacharya, that celibacy, is so glorified, and why a person's natural glow is different? Okay, who follows brahmacharya? What is it? Brahmacharya is abstaining from any sexual pleasures by choice. So body fluid is in the body, not losing it. Now, because we lose our fluid, hence it goes into the Vyaya Bhava, 12th house of losses. Anything in excess or extreme has terrible consequences. That's the reason in certain conditions of Mars, certain dignity of Mars leads to Manglik dosha. Okay, now spirituality is when we lose all the materialistic desires and lose ourselves, surrender ourselves to devotion, to divinity. Then we can be enlightened. Okay, so these two things are quite different. Okay, so don't this pretty nonsense. Okay, spirituality, sexual pleasure, sexual intimacy is next to godliness, spirituality. Okay, it's absolutely BS. Okay. Now, coming to sexuality, how to analyze it? See, we have to analyze the 12th house. Let me show you. We have to analyze this house, then this house, okay? There's the 12th house, first house, okay, and 7th house. So, the houses to see is 12th, firstly to see the bed pleasures, as I said. First, to see someone's nature and thoughts and interests, okay, whether one is sexually inclined or one whether is spiritually inclined, okay. The 7th house is for your own sexual health, okay. 7th house shows your sexual health, okay, your genitals. Okay. Then also 8th house sometimes, because it signifies whatever, anything that is hidden or secretive experiences. Okay, so you also need to check the 8th house. But prominent house is the 1st house, 12th house, and the 7th house. Okay, so check the dignity and placement, what planet is placed in the 12th house, uh, in the 7th house. Okay, 12th lord, 1st house, 1st lord, 7th house, 7th lord. Okay, you need to check all of this. Okay, I share one example to show how do you see this. Okay, now let's say this is a Taurus ascendant. Okay, now let's say here will be the 8th. Okay, Scorpio sign. Now let's say 7th lord, which is Mars, is in the 1st house. Okay, and 1st lord Venus is in the 12th house. Okay, Venus. Okay, I hope you get this. Yeah, this is Mars. Okay, then let's say Moon is conjunct Mars. Okay, and let's say 7th lord, the co-ruler of Scorpio is Ketu as well. So let's say it's in the 3rd house. Okay, it's 4. Okay, so at first glance what someone will tell you is Taurus sign. So Taurus is a materialistic sign. Now fiery, malefic, passionate Mars here makes one lustful, because Mars is in now the 1st house, 7th lord in the 1st house. Okay, Venus and Mars, Parivartan Yoga between 1st and 12th. Okay, see here I'm not taking an easy example of conjunction or aspect, but Parivartan. So Parivartan Yoga between 1st and 12th. Okay, so one is highly indulgent in blood pleasures, because fiery Mars, passionate Mars, and Venus is love, so sparks fly, and one will be highly indulgent in bed pleasure such that one's health may suffer. Okay, then 7th house sign is Scorpio and ruler Mars, so again lustful. So at first glance someone will tell you this. Okay, but what is superficial is not always true. This person is highly spiritual and not at all lustful. Why? I reiterate, Venus is not lust. Okay, now here Venus is in the 12th house. It's the ascendant lord. Remember that. Okay, is the 1st house lord is in going in the Vyaya Bhava. Okay, so someone's health may not be good. You can judge that. Okay, someone may lose one's health. Then here Mars is not well placed, because it rules 12th house and 7th house. Now 12th house means Vyaya Bhava, which means losses. So losses are coming to the ascendant, to the person. Okay, and 7th house, so blood issues, and one's sexual health may also have some problems, some gynec problems. Okay, then Mars is the 7th lord, but Ketu also co-rules Scorpio and aspects the 7th house from its 5th aspect. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5th. Okay, then Mars is conjunct Moon in Venusian sign, so the passion of Mars is reduced. Okay, since Moon is also a feminine and delicate. Okay, and Venus is also a feminine, graceful. Okay, Venus is love, Venus is this soft sign. Moon is also a soft sign. It's not at all fiery. Okay, and Taurus is a materialistic sign, but it's also a fixed sign and family oriented sign. So one may indulge in sexual pleasure for children, but won't be lustful. Now let's dive a bit deeper than this. Okay, now let's say this 1st lord Venus is in the nakshatra of Ashwini. Now Ashwini nakshatra is ruled by Ketu, right? So ascendant lord in Ketu's nakshatra gives disinterest in sexual pleasures and interest in spirituality. Okay, so nakshatra, you also have to see the nakshatra. Nakshatra, a planet also is impacted by the nakshatras. Okay, may behave like the nakshatra ruler as well. Okay, so you also have to see the nakshatra. Then check the Navmarch. Why Navmarch? Because Navmarch is the inner core of your being. Okay, exterior is your birth chart, the main chart. Okay, but the inner core is also the Navmarch. Now let's see if 12th house also, and it's also Navmarch also represents your marital life. Okay, the second half of your life. So Navmarch is also important. So let's see if 12th house also has Ketu. Let's assume that an ascendant lord also is in Ketu's nakshatra. Then this person is definitely more spiritual or maybe asexual as well. Okay, asexual is different than important. Okay, the one thing more you can see is this person. Now let's say this person's Venus is going in the 12th house, and 12th house, one more thing you can see is this person will have sexual dreams or a very passionate sexual fantasy, because 12th house is subconscious mind and Venus is in Aries. Aries is a very passionate sign. Okay, it also represents, it also shows BDSM. Okay, kind of really passionate sexual pleasure. Okay, so here someone is spiritual but may have passionate fantasy in the subconscious mind. Okay, that may be by choice or force. Okay, so 12th house can, but it is not happening physically. 12th house is subconscious mind. Okay, and now Venus is in the nakshatra of Ketu, so Venus is basically behaving like Ketu. Okay, so this is how we need to analyze. You need to first see the, so first we need to see the ascendant, check the ascendant, this. Okay, then check the 7th house for your own sexual health, or for the person's sexual health, how it is. Okay, then you also need to check the 12th house nakshatras, Navmarch. Okay, now let's say, what if I say this is a Gemini ascendant. Okay, the 12th house has let's say Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is in the 12th house in the sign of Taurus. So just by this, what can you say? Will this person be passionate or spiritual? Let me know in the comments. I'll address this in my next video. Okay, what can you say if now this is a Gemini ascendant? Okay, and Jupiter is in the 12th, is in the sign of Taurus. Okay, let me know in the comments below, what do you think, if this person will be passionate or spiritual. Okay, so that was all about sexual and knowing your sexual intimacy. I hope it resonated with you. If you found it helpful, do like, comment, share and subscribe. I also do personal reading, so if you're interested in consultations, then check the description below. Thank you for watching.